In this battle, we're taking on Cameron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is definitely an interesting team to say the least because they only have these are technically legendaries that have been in all the Big Bronze games, so they're actually not that overpowered by any means. So, anyways, I'm thinking about leading with the Sharpedo. I was thinking actually of changing the moveset. This is probably the last time I plan to use this team for a bit because I've already kind of given it enough usage. I think it's time for something new. But I was thinking of at least giving this water type stab over like Psychic Fangs or Ice Fang, and then I was thinking about swapping a couple ticks out. But right now it's fine. Yeah, like I was planning to put a special defensive Tangrowth rather than a physical one. Although this physical one is more suited for legendary teams. So, anyways, we're gonna start with the Sharpedo here. I think that's just a good play. See if we can get any progress off the bat. He goes into the Swampert. I could actually just afford to stay in here, to be honest, and see what he's gonna do. I'm gonna protect first turn. I mean, that's really one of the safest plays you can make. I mean, he might actually set up the Stut Rock if he's running that. Like if he is, then we'll know that this is not an opponent of a low caliber. Like he probably would be a higher quality player, so we'd probably have to start respecting him a bit more. So anyways, the protect comes out. Let's see what he goes for. Probably an Earthquake. Yep, it's an Earthquake. I actually don't mess with that, so I'm gonna switch out into the Tangrowth, which does even the Mantine could, but yeah, Tangrowth taking those for days. I can get a sleep powder off, and then set an element of pressure up. So Sharpedo goes out right here, and here comes the Tangrowth. So anyways, though, I did want to tell you all, like overall team review, like Mega Sharpedo, like actually in this meta, it's definitely not that bad of a Pokemon. I mean, it does have that late game cleaning capabilities. Now, I'll be honest though, I mean, as good as Sharpedo is, it's like I'd say it's definitely niche. Like I wouldn't say it's the best one out there for sure. I mean, it's also UU rated for a reason. It's just the defenses make it so frail. So most of the time, you're only gonna get one hit, and it's not gonna one-shot anything either. I mean, like any competitive team should be able to withstand Sharpedo's attacks most of the time. It's really just good as a late game cleaner. Like you bring it in at the end when it hasn't really seen much action, and then you could try and clean up. But that's kind of like at a compromise because it just does not offer anything defensive on your team. Like even Lopunny, which I was using last time, which was also kind of a similar archetype. Now, of course, it doesn't hit as hard as Sharpedo. Or actually, it might be comparative with high jump kick, but I mean, the Lopunny had respectable defenses, but its typing would let it switch in defensively for ghost type attacks, so you could kind of take a gamble like that. And it has fake out, so it can hit ghost types back. So like you're gonna have to sacrifice defensive capabilities there. Although it does bring that that capability in terms of late game cleaning, as I said. And it's also unique and kind of cool, and you can run quite a lot of different movesets, and the speed factor can go quite a distance. Like you're basically getting a Choice Scarf for a 105 base speed once you really commit to it. So anyways, this is some BS right here. Hopefully we actually get through. Alright, there we go. So the Tangrowth here, I mean, yeah, it's got enough special defense, but it's not that great. Like, it's going to be taking huge damage from like a resisted attack that's special. So, that's why I'm thinking about, swapping it out for the Assault Vest for a team like this. Now, I really like Tangrowth as a physical wall, but it's just like, you really got to consider what you need on your team. Because, like, I've noticed that a lot more of the times, the electric types are going to be special. I mean, it's really mainly just an Earthquake switching, but I do have the Mantine. I mean, it's definitely a rough kind of situation, so that's something I have to figure out. Anyways, we put into sleep, so, I mean, Steelix probably comes in. And I definitely want to get the Stut Rocks up while I can, since he's weakened. So anyways, though, another announcement I wanted to make. So I was actually planning on making that 2K subs special, and the plan is to probably just do another remaster of how to build your own teams. I'm probably going to break it into different segments. Like, I'm going to have one that's just my team, one that shows all the different hidden power combinations, stuff like that, so that y'all could have an actual high quality team building guide. So anyways, the Stut Rocks are going to come up here against the Lugia, and now I'm going to hit him with the Toxic. I mean, I'm not too afraid. Oh shoot, he has Hydro Pump. That does not do anything though, so we're fine. So Toxic comes out. I mean, like, Lugia only has like I guess 90 special attack. It's just mainly more of a defensive powerhouse, and something like status will kind of hurt it quite a lot. So anyways, now I could go into Mantine. Even Skeledirge could actually just come in here, to be honest. I'm kind of feeling it right now, I ain't gonna lie. Although, I mean, the Swampert still out there. I mean, not that Swampert would really want any business with Skeledirge once I go for a Will-O-Wisp, but, you know, it still exists. I really do want to bring in the Sharpedo, to be honest. Like, I feel like that would be great if I could. Or no, I think Mantine just comes out. Or Tangrowth, actually. Well, not really. Mantine makes sense, because he's probably just going to go for round 2 of Hydro Pump, so I ain't trying to mess with that either. Yeah. So you have the water absorb, so you know it's gonna be pretty good. And actually, I feel like I should just double pivot here into the Sharpedo. Now I actually don't know how effective that is, because he might just go for an Arrow Blast. But you know, I feel like doing it just to see if we can get some momentum going. So I'm gonna go for it. Not saying that this is the move. I'm just trying to speed up this game because it's actually taking quite a while. And this should definitely be something that should go by quickly, in my opinion. Especially with the Star Rocks up, I think Sharpedo can really start to tear it through now if it needs to. Of course. Okay, but we did get lucky with the miss. I ain't gonna lie. That was some luck right there. So I'm gonna protect just so I can ensure my outspeed. He might just switch out here. He doesn't actually. So we're guaranteed to outspeed next turn as he goes for an Arrow Blast. That probably would have one-shot, but it would be really close to doing so on the Sharpedo, since once again it's pretty frail. In fact, let's just check his defenses right now. I'm pretty sure they're like base 40. Yeah, this is not living hits for days. It's just too frail for that. So anyways, I'm going for the Crunch. That's the obvious choice, because I'm pretty sure Ice Fang actually has 95% accuracy, so there's even a chance to miss. And it's just, this is a bulky Pokemon, but Crunch should be almost guaranteed to knock this out. I don't know if it'd be a one-shot from full HP, but it would be really close. If not, it probably could actually one-shot Lugia, even defensive sets. Or I mean, like a defensive set might live at like really low HP. I mean, I also guess it depends on if it has multi-scale or not, but you know, it's a really hard-hitting attack. Here in the Northern, I actually feel like just go for Crunch. I don't think we need an Ice Fang and take the risk of, you know, yeah, the lower base part. Now, this is probably not a fully PvP Northern, which is why I was willing to make a compromise like that. Swampert comes out. We're just gonna attack now that we've already kind of got the momentum going. We committed to the Mega Evolution, and that's gonna be enough to take out the Swampert. I don't know if the rocks really matter or not. It could have been a one-shot, although I feel like the rocks kind of contributed to it. Luxray is gonna come out. He's asleep though, so you know I'm not too concerned here. I'm just gonna go for a Crunch, and this should do some good damage. And it's a one-shot. Good thing was that wasn't Intimidate. That definitely would have sucked if it was. Hoopa comes out. I'm pretty sure Hoopa takes pretty big damage from the Crunch too. I mean, it's not living no matter what happens, because it has like base 60 defenses. So there goes Hoopa. That's out of here. Dang, Sharpedo's actually going for the clean sweep right here. And now the Metagross, which should get one-shotted by Crunch, and he's not going to KO us with the Bullet Punch. So that right there is, unfortunately for him, going to be a GG. I mean, this might be a Mega. Oh no, it's not. Nice shiny though. So yeah, there goes the Metagross. I'm afraid to say that right there is GG. That's a clean sweep from Sharpedo.